Good evening, I'm Rosmah Michael and you're watching Kini News, the show that brings you today's biggest stories. Rosmah Mansor skipped the first day of a corruption trial last week due to health reasons. This prompted the MACC to probe the doctor who issued the MC. However, according to the MACC chief, there's nothing fishy about it. MACC Chief Commissioner Latheefa Koya said that there aren't any issues with Rosmah Mansor's medical certificate produced last week.
In order to clear any doubts, the council actually instructed for us to verify. That's all. So I think it's done. Yes, it was a request from the council because of the production of the MC at the very last minute. That's why. I think there was no issue because then, of course, Datin Rosmah had to appear the next day.
This comes after Najib Abdul Razak's wife, Rosmah Mansor, failed to show up for the first day of a corruption trial at the Kuala Lumpur High Court because she was unwell. Rosmah's lawyer, Jagjit Singh, produced an MC to the court stating that his client could not be present due to cervical spondylosis, osteoarthritis of the knees and chronic adrenal inefficiency. Lead prosecutor Gopal Sriram rejected the MC, noting that it was signed by a private doctor and not by a government doctor, as required. The MACC was then asked to verify the MC. Where is Jho Low? The cat and mouse game continues, with MACC roping in Interpol once again with the issuance of Jho Low's second arrest warrant. The Interpol's assistance has been sought once again after MACC obtained a second arrest warrant for the alleged 1MDB scandal mastermind, Jho Low. This comes after MACC filed a fresh charge against Low in absen-tia yesterday for a $69 million 1MDB money laundering case. Two others were also charged in absen-tia, former directors at Petro Saudi International Limited, Tariq Obaid and Patrick Mahoney.
We've actually filed the charges, but unfortunately because the individuals named are not in the country, so we will have to actually issue the warrant of arrest to secure the attendance. Yes, but that's for a different case. This is a new charge. So I will let you know the details. Sorry? Issued a warrant of arrest yesterday as well. So once we file the charge, then we accompany it by warrant of arrest and also an alert through the Interpol. Basically, we put in the warrant of arrest for Interpol to issue the red alert.
1MDB was created to promote economic development in Malaysia through global partnerships and foreign direct investment, and its funds were intended to be used for improving the well-being of Malaysians. However, in reality, instead of giving back to Malaysians, 1MDB appears to be costing taxpayers. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng told Dewan Rakyat that the sum of the 1MDB debt as of October 30th, 2019 stood at over 50 billion ringgit. PAS wants Dr. Mahathir Mohamad to serve a full term as Prime Minister. They're even planning to table a vote of confidence in Parliament. So how does Anwar Ibrahim's people feel about this? Farhash Wafa Salvador has called the plan by PAS to table a vote of confidence for Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad's premiership a mischievous attempt. But Anwar Ibrahim's camp is not worried. Farhash, who's Anwar's political secretary, claimed that the PKR president still has the numbers with regard to support from federal lawmakers. He also said Mahathir has the floor and the confidence to lead for now, but the transition will take place and Anwar does not mind waiting for another 6 months. Yesterday, Mahathir distanced himself from PAS' move to table the vote of confidence. In a Twitter post earlier, Umno Secretary General Anwar Musa said the vote of confidence for Mahathir would assist Harapan in focusing on pertinent issues instead of the ambitions of certain individuals. He said the motion would present an opportunity to Harapan to consolidate and strengthen the institution of the Prime Minister. Is an UMNO Bersatu collaboration on the horizon? Will UMNO support PAS motion of confidence to support Mahathir? So many questions, but don't worry, our next story should answer some of those questions for you. UMNO Deputy President Mohammad Hassan said the party will discuss the vote of confidence motion planned by PAS. Mohammad told reporters after a Muafakat National Central Committee meeting last night that PAS Deputy President Tuan Ibrahim Tuan Man had informed them about the motion. He said the issue of whether UMNO supports or otherwise does not arise as the motion has yet to be moved and they will make a decision when the time comes. Asked whether the meeting had discussed speculation on a Pakatan National Pact involving UMNO and Bersatu, Mohammad said the party's focus is only on current ties with PAS. He said he didn't know about Pakatan National and never had any discussions on it. Speculation over the rumoured tie-up were fueled last week after former UMNO man Lokman Nur Adam targeted party president Ahmad Zahid Hamidi for allegedly wanting to work with Mahathir. Zahid had previously told Malaysia Kini that talk about Umno working together with Bersatu was only a rumour, which was not even discussed during the Supreme Council meeting. Yesterday, we brought you a report on how to choose quality masks in light of the coronavirus outbreak to protect you and your family. But what's the point of that if there's no supply of masks? That's why the government is doing something about it. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng revealed today that the government is in the process of building a stockpile of face masks in the event of a shortage in the future.
There are certain places where even they want to buy also, you can't find them. So we have started that process. But it's used to be under both ministries. That is both MOF and KBN HCP handle this. But it has been taken over by NATMA because, you know, NATMA is the National Disaster Management Agency, where they feel that this is a serious enough case to warrant this to be taken over by NATMA, and now they've taken over the purchase of these face masks.
Lim revealed that production of three-ply face masks have increased, with the government looking to buy up to 200,000 boxes a day. Previously, the shortage was attributed to face mask factories being closed for the Chinese New Year holidays. The government will also be announcing an economic stimulus package meant to help local industries deal with the impact of the novel coronavirus outbreak.
Where we had a meeting yesterday, it was a closed-door meeting where we had very frank discussions, and I think we met for 3 hours, and we will be having a series of further meetings. But I think this is, as I said, this is a stimulus package, so we have to be ready. As I said, the timeline will be end of this month or early March.
A DAP rep is out as State Assembly person, but a by-election will not be taking place. DAP's Dr. Thing Thiong Chun has been disqualified as the Puget Assembly person. This is after the Federal Court overturned the Court of Appeal decision that the Sarawak State Assembly's move to disqualify Thing was unlawful. A 9-member bench of the Federal Court today voted 7-2 in favour of overturning the decisions of the Kuching High Court and the Court of Appeal. The Sarawak State Assembly had on May 12, 2017 disqualified Thing based on the fact that he had dual citizenship. This was despite Thing renouncing his Australian citizenship just before the 2016 Sarawak election. No by-election will be held as it has been more than 3 years since the last state election. Coming up next, the coronavirus in China claims more lives than ever before. Iran may have dealt a bigger blow to the US than previously thought. All that and more after this. The death toll continues to rise in China, with Monday alone seeing the highest number of deaths in a single day so far. China's Health Commission reported 108 new coronavirus deaths on February 10th, making it the highest daily increase so far. The death toll in China climbed to over 1,000, and there are now over 42,000 confirmed cases in the country. Chinese cities had become virtual ghost towns after the government-ordered lockdowns, and 10 extra days were added to the Lunar New Year holidays that had been due to finish at the end of January to help slow the virus spread. On Monday, workers were allowed to return to offices and factories as the government eased some restrictions on travel, but many workplaces still remained closed as people worked from home. In Beijing, commuters who braved the morning rush hour all wore masks. China's President Xi Jinping said the government would prevent large-scale layoffs and would strive to meet economic and social targets for the year. Xi was shown on television inspecting the work of community leaders in Beijing and wearing a mask as he had his temperature taken. Iran's missile attack on a military base in Iraq may have left a bigger impact than previously thought. The Pentagon has disclosed a more than 50% jump in cases of traumatic brain injury. The US military has revealed that over 100 service members have been diagnosed with traumatic brain injury as a result of Iran's attack on a base in Iraq last month, in retaliation to the US killing of Revolutionary Guard General Qasem Soleimani. Last month, US President Donald Trump appeared to play down the injuries, saying that, quote, he heard that they had headaches and a couple of other things, following the attack prompting criticism from lawmakers and a US veterans group. The Pentagon in a statement confirmed that so far 109 US service members have been diagnosed with mild traumatic brain injury. It added that 76 of them had returned to duty.
The diagnosis we have so far for all of the folks that have been diagnosed to date is mild traumatic brain injury. That's the diagnosis that's been reported to us.
The US military in the past had said to expect an increase in numbers in the weeks after the attack because symptoms can take time to manifest and troops can sometimes take longer to report them. Symptoms among those injured include headaches, dizziness, sensitivity to light and nausea. According to Pentagon data, over 400,000 service members have been diagnosed with traumatic brain injury since 2000. And here are the top stories from today. And that is all for me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, same place. But before we go, we bring you the colourful visuals of the Kumbhabhishegam ceremony at the Sri Siddhi Vinayagar Temple in Petalinjaya.
Mumpuram yadi saya hati balai dalam ajabe badi saya divya. Aku ya raju babu tumpila mani pada apna agane dai bamage. Aku rak magalura ajale muruganai akkanam anamarul perumare. Aku rak magalura ajale Mana